We're investigating insane, creepy encounters that these people were victims of. You're about to witness disturbing moments of unexplainable beings caught on camera that are easy to miss if you're not paying attention. If you enjoy binge watching the creepy, scary, and mysterious side of YouTube, well, that's what this show is all about, and I upload once a week. So put the subscribe button under your pillow and let the dark energy simmer. In August of 2021, a woman was driving down a highway in Alberta, Canada, when suddenly something terrifying appeared in the distance. It didn't look like just an animal crossing the road.
Go faster! I am gonna go in the middle. Oh my god.
It looks to be a woman walking all alone alongside the highway in distress, and she's wearing a white dress, very much so like the woman in white folklore, like a lot of people who have seen this footage have compared her to. The woman looks to be dressed out of clothes that are decades old, straight out of the 1950s, a very unnatural encounter, maybe even supernatural. Even the woman's hairstyle seems to match the fashion of around that era. Some people that have seen this footage even believe that the woman might just be an actual ghost that was killed on the very same highway years ago from being ran over. To this day, no one has been able to uncover any further evidence that could explain what we are seeing here. Could it actually be a woman in danger walking along the highway by herself? Or is this actual proof of the paranormal that is haunting a highway? A child is innocently playing alone at home when something downright creepy is caught on camera. The footage comes from an indoor home security camera that recorded the following haunting incident. Earlier that evening, the boy had told his grandmother that he had met another little boy that was playing with him. And she assumed that it was nothing, just her grandson playing with his own imagination. But after reviewing the footage, there is terrifying evidence. Someone or something begins to appear on the camera. If you look very closely, you can see a little boy walking into frame on the top left. The uploader explained that on this particular night, the grandmother was supposed to be babysitting the little boy, but needed to step away for a moment and was only babysitting one boy. There shouldn't have been anyone else inside the house. If the grandson is truly the only child that was supposed to be in the house at the time, then it raises a few terrifying questions. Who or what is this, and where did it come from? One night in March 2024, a very young girl is wide awake in the middle of the night when she should be fast asleep. Even though it's way past her bedtime, she continues to just play with her toys, but little does she know her night is about to be terrifyingly interrupted and she will be scarred for life.
Bling, 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 bling. Bing, yum, doo, doo. Come on.
As the young girl is moving around the room, she decides to peek under the bed, and this was her mistake because right after that, she suddenly disappears, being dragged underneath in what seems to be one seamless motion. There doesn't even seem to be any hesitation from the little girl. It's more like something was already underneath the bed, waiting for her, and once it got her, it effortlessly took her underneath. After posting the video online, many people that have seen this footage have begged her mother to check underneath the bed and see what was going on. That is when she decided to investigate. Hidden underneath the bed is a mysterious and creepy looking doll that the mother says shouldn't have even been down there. Both her mother and the rest of the family believe that this toy doll may have been used to conjure up some kind of dark energy and lure her underneath the bed before dragging her helplessly. Even as the mother continues to point the camera at the toy, the doll seemingly moves all on its own. It's hard to tell at first, but if you look close enough, you can see its head and one of its arms shifting as if it's turning over. It's almost as if the dark energy that has possessed the doll knows it's being watched at this point. The mother is understandably terrified and runs out of the room as fast as she can, locking the door for good. But ever since this footage was found online, one question has never been answered. What exactly was lurking around inside her daughter's room, terrorizing that little girl? In this next video, two friends are exploring an old abandoned paper mill. Rumor has it that the old paper mill is haunted and infamous among locals for its strange stories and unexplained encounters.
Haunted as shit, because I went there the one night, me and my buddies. We all went over there and we were drinking a little bit, but
Yeah.
my buddy caught it on camera that like something ran behind us.
No kidding.
On Snapchat, like he caught it on camera and everything.
Dude, I'm gonna be down there trying to get...
While exploring the old decaying building, the two friends find a very mysterious, dark, hidden space beneath the property. They make their way down cautiously in what appears to be an underground cellar. And that is when they immediately feel the dreadful and eerie atmosphere.
Hold on, I want to get that lower, closer down here.
There's a bone on the beaver dam there. Good.
Holy sh...
See it right there?
What is it?
A bone.
Bone. I don't see it. Oh, it is. What the fuck? Holy smokes. What was that? Hello?
Shining their lights around to try and find their footing, they see what appears on the ground to look like a human bone. They start to hear something coming out of the darkness that sounds like a voice. It almost sounds like as if though someone or something lurking down there is responding to their presence. That is when they look at each other, asking if each of them both heard the same thing, and that is when they realize just how dangerous it is that they are both down there all alone in an abandoned area, waiting for something to pop out at them. Some people that have seen this footage believe that it actually sounds like the voice of a lost child looking for help from within the darkness. What would a child be doing in an old abandoned paper mill, and are they even really human? This video was uploaded by a mother in Indonesia that captured something truly unexplainable during a family gathering. Their family members are just spending time together in the kitchen, laughing and enjoying the night. But as the camera continues recording everyone, something very strange and dark appears lurking in the background if you look very closely. The figure doesn't even really seem to make any attempt to engage with anyone in the room or reveal itself. Instead, it just stays mysterious. We don't know what it is, where it came from, or what it wants with this family. It's just watching and stalking. There's just something very strange about it that doesn't feel natural, almost supernatural. Could it actually have just been an optical illusion created by the environment, or might it have instead have been someone, maybe even something, watching the family from the background? A man staying at a hotel captured footage of something truly unsettling during what was supposed to be a boring business trip. While talking with his coworker during a video call, a loud knocking noise on his hotel door caught him totally off guard. That is when his coworker laughs and jokes with him that his hotel room might actually be haunted. Later on, in the middle of the night, he's abruptly woken up by yet again some more knocking on the door. The thing is, after he checks the hallway noises, he goes back inside to the room and notices that multiple cabinets and doors are now wide open. He's the only person in the room and hasn't touched any of them. Later that night, he begins to hear the knocking again, gets back out of bed and starts to head towards the front door, but as he approaches it, he comes to a terrifying realization. The knocking isn't coming from the front door, it's coming from inside his hotel room. A cup that was on the table in his hotel room by itself began sliding off all by itself. The movement itself looks very creepy, like some kind of dark energy or maybe even entity forcefully pushed it over the edge. And at this point, the man is now fully convinced that whatever dark energy has been tormenting him throughout the hotel room clearly does not want his presence there. At around 3 in the morning, a truck driver is traveling down a long route when something very sinister appears. He is absolutely terrified, immediately pulls over, and begins reviewing the footage captured by his dash cam. Looking back at it, he is relieved that he decided to stop further down the road from whatever he just encountered.
Meet up with him and see if she can get him to confess. And it's a tough decision, I'm sure, but Amy ultimately agrees. She wears the wire. Chuck, and she
What appears to be a person dressed entirely in white materializes out of nowhere right there on the side of the road before disappearing just within a few seconds. If you're not looking closely, you might miss it. But what happens next is what makes this footage so much more disturbing. An accident occurred at the exact same location. Survivors of the crash say that they saw a woman dressed entirely in white standing in the middle of the road. In an attempt to avoid hitting her, they immediately swerve out of the way into the opposite direction, which is what caused the crash. But when the interstate police reviewed nearby security camera footage of the car accident, the mysterious woman in white that the car accident survivors claimed to have swerved to avoid hitting was nowhere to be found. Ask yourself if you ever encountered signs that give proof of paranormal entities. How would you convince a creepy moment like that to someone else who wouldn't believe you? If you stayed until this point in the show, please subscribe so that you never miss a creepy, scary, or mysterious upload, and watch this one here.